90 is simply going up and turning 90 degrees. So this is a 90. So before I continue this lesson, you should go into settings and go into game settings and turn off sprint by default. The reason we're doing this is that you should be concentrating in how to build things, in what order, and not how fast you can do it. And it's also very important when you're doing a 90, the quickest way possible, that you are holding in W all the time. So the 90 I'm gonna show you is it's considered the quickest one, the best one, and that will get you to height as quick as possible. Okay, so let's start. You build a ramp, then a wall here, and then you hold in the wall building, so you don't let go of left click on your mouse, and you simply drag it to your right, and you keep holding it down, and then you jump, so it will automatically build a wall on top of this one as you're holding down the left click of your mouse, and you already chosen the wall to be placed. And then while you're jumping, you immediately build a floor and a ramp, so it looks like this. And where you want to land is up here, so you immediately can repeat the process and do it again. And to start off, to practice this, is a good way to practice without walls, just to get the movement in. And this movement is actually quite similar regardless of which 90 you're doing. So even if you do another 90, it's really good practice to use practicing build a floor and a ramp and not falling off. And when you got that nailed down, you can start adding the walls. And I would actually suggest that you start by practicing 190, then a ramp, 90 ramp, 90 ramp, 90 ramp. And when you got that nailed down, you should start practicing double 90s. It's a wall there. And when you got it nailed down with sprint by default off, you should start practicing it with it on. You will notice that there is a slight difference in when you should be jumping, and you will also notice that you will land very, very far to the left here, and sometimes you will fall down. And to avoid falling down, you should be strafing to the right in the middle of the jump. You might notice that I take up my shotgun every now and then, and that's just a habit, because I always want to be ready to shoot if there's an opportunity. You can just ignore that for now, just focusing on the building and don't worry so much about the shotgun. And after you got the double 90 down, you can do 2 in a row very quickly. You should start trying doing 3. You see, I would have fallen down there, couldn't catch myself. So what happens when you go over 3 is that you get jump fatigue, and you don't jump so high, and it will be harder to pull it off, and also you will be landing much lower. Instead of landing up here, you'll be landing down here. And so that's why I recommend to not go over 3 and instead build 1 ramp and then do 1 more. Or 3 more, depending on where you want to end up, to which side. So that's a 90.